What's good, people? Uncle Hotep Factor back at it again. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Welcome everybody in the chat. I see y'all. Dank Burrito, Don, Juana, HRE, Chris B. Please hit that like button. Please hit that thumbs up. First of all, I want to say, listen. Show starts at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5 minutes early, and you guys are talking about I'm running on colored people time. Racism knows no bounds. What up, Kingpin? I just saw that, HRE, that Minneapolis has voted to dismantle their police department. Let's look it up. I think it was the city council, right? Give me 1 second. Live updates. Majority of Minneapolis City Council's pledges to dismantle the police department. 9 members of veto-proof majority of the Minneapolis City Council pledged on Sunday to dismantle the city's police department, promising to create a new system of public safety in a city where law enforcement has long been accused of racism. Saying that the city's current policing system cannot be reformed, the council members stood before hundreds of people who gathered late in the day on a grassy hill and signed a pledge to begin the process of taking apart the police department as it now exists. Lemley, thanks, man. I greatly appreciate it. Father, stretched my debit card to the point I'm going not to be able to donate more until July. I'm sorry. No, hey, no problem, man. Any donation, John Lemley, anybody gives is greatly appreciated. I don't take it for granted. So whatever y'all can give, I greatly appreciate it. I actually got back. I thought I was going to be before we get back to Minneapolis. The lights went out. Like, we lost power. There's a real bad storm early in the week. I went and got a fucking room. Was it Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night I got a room. And actually, it came back on a day early, so it wasn't bad. But I just had a hectic week last week. It was crazy. But greatly appreciate it. Devil's advocate, according to Candace Owens and Brandon Taylor, if a black man's gunned down in Alaska by a cop, that black man ghost will have to hear Chicago stats. Don't fucked up, man. My audio's jacked? What does that sound like? Oh, my audio's messed up. Hold on. Sorry. Audio and visual issues? What the hell's going on here? Hold on. What the hell is that noise? What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on. How about now? What I sound like? What the test? Y'all hear me at all? Oh, no good? Alright, hold on. Let me read. I might have to reboot. Alright, I'll be right. Wait. Now it says I got excellent connection. Alright, devil's advocate. I'm gonna read this real quick and I'm gonna reboot. I just might need to reboot. The extra dumb dude in Michael's case was always going to sing. He was a CL just like me. You know that we can look at a dude and tell he's still singing. The dude snitched with a 6'9" polka. I'll be right back. Thanks for the donation. Devil's advocate. I'll be right back. Test. My audio's still trash? What the fuck? Hold on. I'm good now. Okay, sounds good. Keep talking. Test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. Miggity mic. Okay, better. Still looks like I'm lagging a bit, but I guess maybe not. Back to where were we at? Minneapolis. They defunded. They said, man, hey, we don't need no police. Disband them jokers. They got a veto-proof vote for the Minneapolis City Council. And it's a done deal. A community-based public safety model. I kind of think maybe Minneapolis is going to be the test for the global, the nationwide police. Maybe I guess they're going to look at it like, you have police and you probably have major events and stuff like that. You probably just assign them to do that. And for, I don't know what you would do for, communities that have, drug problems and stuff like that. Maybe you would seed working on those type of cases to the FBI, the DEA, and this, that, and so forth. I've never been in Minneapolis. I know the Shines have started moving. The Shine immigrants have started to move up there. But I can't see it's like crazy in Minneapolis. I just can't see it. gangs. um, do you think we'll get real life sentinels? That's a good. That's a good call by Devil's Advocate. Good X-Men knowledge. Um, Black Lives Matter got 100 million. And we got to talk about Black Lives Matter too, because we had killed them off, man. I thought they were done, and all of a sudden, Black Lives Matter is back in the mix. Like, what in God's good name is going on here? Now, there's a couple ways to look at this. I'm reading. Oh, let me just share my screen. Um, I'm reading some of the comments. Stephen L. Miller, when you dial 911 from now on, you'll be asked to take a knee and join a struggle session. From Mr. Miller. Ryan Fournier, a veto proof of Minneapolis City Council have just vowed to disband the police department. These people are nuts. If you live in Minneapolis, I suggest you move immediately. Joy Reid says, okay, that's huge. Yamichi Alcindor, huge again. You know what? One thing I will notice about the mainstream media, like they got keywords. They must use keywords in because some of their statements, like every tweet, you can search their tweets and they all use kind of the same language. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's not a keyword. Maybe that's like in journalism school. That's what you learn. But shit, like come the fuck on. Oh, they charged the guy who killed that 77-year-old police officer. Torrey says the protests are working. The police state is dying. Is the police state dying? Or will it re-rise like the phoenix in a new form? That's what I think is, their end game probably. I will say this: I don't want Minneapolis to fail. You know what I mean? Just because there's no police in there, I don't want to be like, ha ha ha, and Minneapolis turn to shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting robbed. I mean, is Minneapolis going to turn into Chicago? Come on, man. Like, I highly doubt it. Is it going to turn to Baltimore? But if it does, people will say, see, I told you so. But I don't want that to happen. I want the people in Minneapolis to, hey, crime drop, drug use drop, all that shit drop, and we'll be better, and they'll be better. That's what I hope would happen. Will it? I'm not sure. I don't know enough about Minneapolis. I've never been there. Because I think you probably can pull off because there's certain towns that don't have police officers and shit like that in America. Maybe it'll be Wakanda. You guys are messes, man. Damn Marvel for making that movie, man. That Wakanda has become a meme for everything. Like, what the hell, man? Teddy Slater says they had it. This isn't organic. They had this rhetoric ready to go and hot out the box. You're probably right about that. This came just really out of nowhere. It was just to fund the police and shit like that. And here it came. Now, I really think they want Trump another 4 years, but they got to make it close, right? Will this be a way to turn the police unions away from the Democratic Party? So, if they go, what if Biden pledges to defund the polices. Will that swing more votes to Trump in the election? Well, who knows? Crime will drop because no one will report it. Will this lead to more people arming themselves? The Obamas will be back in the White House January 2021. Come on, man. What are you talking about? This could, make people like Blackwater and make them say they'll offer to police for neighborhoods or something like that. The town you live in. Like, hey, your police department is running at $6 million a year. We can come in and provide the same safety with 4. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Uncle Hotep Factor back at it again. Sorry we had technical difficulties in the beginning. I don't know what happened. I gotta get me a dedicated machine for this, a new machine. But I'm gonna grind non-stop. It is what it is. Had to do the reboot. I'm back in action, ladies. There's citizen patrol standing up. Man, this return will this be a return to the wild, wild west? I think I missed the super chat. Sorry. Oh, Chad, thanks for the donation. Happened too big, too fast. Winter Soldier Operation Insight Minority Report. Pre-crime is coming. The programming script is running. I just started Minority Report the other night, and I was going to finish it last night, but my stomach was kind of messed up, bubbling. I had diarrhea all day, half the day today. So I didn't watch it last night. I didn't finish it. I was like, man, I'm not finishing it tonight. But I want to finish it, because it's one of those movies that I'm like, yeah, that was one of those movies that you got to go back and look at, you know what I'm saying, and see what they were trying to slip in there. You know what I mean? That's what I think. But I want to see if I can catch any gems. I like Tom Cruise as an actor. Pause. But I think he's pretty. I think he's pretty well accomplished. You know what I'm saying? As far as movies I like to watch. Like, I like all the Mr. Impossibles. That future one that came back like fucking, he kept reliving his day after day. That would be Man of Tomorrow, I think it's called. You know what I mean? So I liked a couple of his movies. Probably like, after Denzel, Hotel Food. No, I didn't have any Hotel Food. After Denzel, I think probably an actor, like if they come for a movie, I don't like watch all of his stuff though. Like, I don't think I watched that Samurai Joe. But I watched a lot of his stuff. Probably after Denzel, and after, it probably might be Cruise. Because I guess I like this Mission Impossible. Or, I guess I like type of movies instead of actors. But Denzel, it'll probably be Denzel. Then, a distant second, Tom Cruise. Edge of Tomorrow. Sorry, not Man of Tomorrow. Devil's Advocate, thanks for donation. Do you think drones will be used by police on a permanent basis? Yes. Yes. I don't know how soon. I don't know. Literally talking about why am I telling you about my diarrhea? My girl said the same thing. She was like, I don't want to hear about that. I'm like, diarrhea is a fact of life, man. Everybody gets diarrhea at one time or another. A couple times in life. Several. I'm just trying to. It's crazy how I got it. I'm like, this half-ass ruined your day, man. You gotta sit like a couple hours on the toilet. Stinks to high heaven. Literally stinks to high heaven. 90 in the room. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Mary O'Donnell, thanks for the donation. I don't think seniors are going to go for the defund police and they vote. Now, thanks Mary O'Donnell for the donation. Now, one thing. Now, Minneapolis is going to end it, as what they're saying. But defund could mean, well, we're going to take all your AP military APCs. We're going to take that. All your riot control sound weapons. We're going to take that. Um, Maybe that's what they mean by defund police. But Minneapolis is going the next step. You know, say we're going to disband it and shit like that. I don't know, have community-based policing. Go back to the neighborhoods and whatnot. You know, but Mary makes a great point. The seniors not going to go for that. You know, I'm not going to go for it. Like like if you want to defund police, if you want to get rid of the police, right? First thing you should do is like, hey, we got to reduce crime in our neighborhood. Hey, if we, all you have to do is tell the mayor, sit down with the mayor and police chief, and be like, listen, as if we as a neighborhood lower crime all across the board by, let's say 2-3% in a year, or maybe 6 months, in another 6 months, lower it again. Y'all got to drop a certain amount of police. That's all you got to do. If you have less crime, you need less police. But until you get to less crime, how can you validate we need less police? If y'all want to defund the police, show it, shine. My African American, my Akana, the shine. Show us. White liberals, show us. Have these crime stats go down by themselves, then you can validate defund police, less police. And to be honest, you can probably even validate defunding, getting rid of some cops in some areas, because like sometimes it's overkill. I mean, let's be honest. Like with any government type, city type job, there's a lot of fat in it. A lot of people work in the system. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Panda, I did. Oh, I got you. Panda, fund the police, fund the police, fund the police. Nick Rumps with a backbone. Thank you, Panda, for the donation. I wouldn't necessarily defund the police. I would say train the police better. But if they want less police, then they're going to have to give the people less crime. And that's it. It shouldn't be anything else, Like, don't want any ticket police and all that stuff. Yogi Fish, bless up Uncle Hotep and all the good people. Thank you for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. Hello from Ireland, TJWK. What's up, man? Training doesn't work. I don't know, Hack. It depends what you're getting trained on. It depends what... Mateo, what's up, man? You jive turkey. It depends what they're getting trained on. It depends what they're getting trained on. It depends what they're getting trained on. Oh, man, get out of here. This is 2017. Thousands American forces, American officers. Now, I will say this. You could obviously learn from anybody. But if you want to diffuse in a situation, I'm not sure learning from these guys is the way to go. Now, fighting counterterrorism and stuff like that, hell yeah, you probably would want to take a few lessons. But to calm down, be officer friendly and stuff like that, no, bro. I'll take a pass. And a lot of people were um, upset by this. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. They said they went there to learn the best strategies in combating terrorism. They just named Antifa terrorists, right? Isn't that what you want to do? HRE, why are they trained over there? To shoot rubber bullets. Have you not been watching this week? Listen, I'm just trying to be a realist. A lot of y'all call me bootlicking and stuff like that. I'm just trying to be a realist. We're not going to get rid of the cops overnight. You know what I'm saying? What I'm giving out is long, thought out strategies. But if you want to do it from the training side, you definitely can improve training of American police officers. If you listen, Mateo, I'm gonna break this down. Let's just like that. They spent millions of dollars sending them jokers over there to the redacted land to get trained. What do you think they trained them on? If you train them in escalating the situation, you can train them in de-escalating the situation. It's chess, not checkers, Mateo. John Lemley, Jameis QB first season. Are you talking about? Is Jameis gonna play? Ain't he backing up Drew Brees? Drew Brees, he's still backtracking. The Jeff, thank you for the donation. Please abolish me. Opens carries in store. Cashier, this is a gun-free zone. What are you gonna do? Call the police? I do see, if they less police, more people will have arms. It'd be like the Wild Wild West again. I don't think a training excuse is tiring. I think they're trained. You want to be honest. I think they're trained. What the result you're seeing out there, that's what they're trained to do. That's the people they recruit. You got some places where if a person's too smart, the cops, they don't want them. They're like, nah, you're too smart, man. Get the hell on. You know what I'm saying? The people they recruit, the weeding out on the test, that's what they're getting. Don't underestimate training. They're trained to do what they're doing right now. Which beat Sean's head. Well, but some people take it too far, and then on top of that, when they're psychologically screening, they're picking these knuckleheads, man. You gotta be slow to not to see it. Daniel Kalapi, thank you for a donation. Just saying, appreciate it, man. Brody McFarland, happy Sunday. Thank you for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. So I do think they can do better on training, but that goes on with hiring and whatnot. Now I will say I don't think it's as bad as we try to portray it, but I go back to training day. It takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You know what I'm saying? I think the police and everything is a reflection on American society. It's more than like a white person or a shine issue, like, that the Republicans and, Democrats will have you make it seem. I think that's ingrained in the American mind, soul, if you will. They're going to take Breeze out. Yeah, they're going to fuck Breeze up, man. And plus, he's 40. What is Breeze? 41? Drew Brees. Let me see how old he is. Chris Moss, thanks for a donation. While everyone's full focus on social justice, the market's making a hell of a run. Everyone's sleep. What up? Yeah, I've been seeing that. I've been following, I think, Carl Civil Right. He be Options Gang. Go check him out. I've been looking at people on Instagram. Some people have been posting up numbers. I'm like, oh shit, it's bounced back. You know what I mean? It bounced back. But what was I saying? I was talking about. What was I saying? Where did I leave off? Oh, Drew Brees. He should have stood 10 toes down on it. But how he played in? He's born in '79. So he's on his last run. You know, well, one thing I hated that some people try to say he's not a good, like he's overrated as a quarterback. I thought I saw a couple takes where they're saying, "Oh, Drew Brees ain't all that." I'm like, "Oh, come on!" he doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. He has a lot of records. You know, he unfortunately, you know, and the NFL robbed him once. Let's be. I think that is Chad still in the room? Didn't they rob the Saints twice? I swear they robbed them more than once. Like the refs in the playoffs. You know, they got robbed. That's the year Tennessee went last year and got blown out anyway. But you know, put some respect on his football ability, man. This guy is, was he 5'11", 6 foot even? 6 foot. Got a gun. Like, he's top 10 for sure. You got to think about it. He's better than Marino. He's better than, I think he's better than Peyton Manning. If you want to ask me, oh, the Saints choked versus Minnesota. Okay. I think he's better than Peyton Manning. I'd rather, like, look at the points of their career. Like, he was still viable. They got robbed versus the Rams. Okay, I had the wrong team. They got robbed versus the Rams. So I thought that happened twice, though. I thought something else happened that everybody was like, man, they robbed us. But anyway, not to saying that they would have won that. Oh, they would have played against. That would have put it. The Rams one would have put them against. The Patriots. That would have been a good one. Yeah, I think he's better than Peyton Manning. Definitely. No bullshit. You know, he's definitely aging better. You know, and Peyton never really had the gun. Now, Breeze had the gun. Like, them short quarterbacks, you got to have a gun to get that in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Steve P. Manning has that commercial bag money, though. Yeah. You know, Peyton Manning comes from American royal family lineage, the Manning family. You know, football lineage, you know, for sure. But yeah, that's, you know, Peyton's going to be loved, super loved. We'll see how his brother does when he stops playing. Lamley, the cap you're putting out right now is disgusting. Peyton reshaped the QB position in his image. I kind of see what you're getting at. Yes, he did. He did reshape. He made now all the QBs are really involved. The majority of QBs call and make changes at the line and shit like that. My point, he wasn't good at it. I thought he was. He thought he was better than he was. Peyton was. Sometimes, as you can see, when he relied on a running game, that's when Peyton won his title. You know what I'm saying? And that's when they won. He did the same thing in fucking Denver. When they stopped relying on him and just had to beat him with the fucking run game and their defense, they won again. I thought Peyton made too many mistakes sometimes because sometimes he would just overthink shit. And sometimes you can't be thinking on the field. Sometimes the work you do leading up to the game will get you there. Sometimes you overthink stuff in the middle of battle when it was in the game plan right here, man, do this and they'll fall for it. He tried to win it on his arm too much, I thought. Douglas Grimm, going to be a big exodus out of cities, stay safe. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that, getting out of the city is going to be the wave. I never really wanted to live in a city, not an American city for sure. Overseas would be a lot bigger. I would like, yeah, I could do that. But American cities, I never really wanted to live in any. I don't think I mean, DC is kind of nice. I went down there last year. What else? I can't think of another American city I'd rather live in. I would live in. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I understand. Peyton did a lot for the game. I'm not gonna lie. He took, studying and getting in the playbook to a new level. He was the anti Mike Vick as concerned to the playbook. But Drew Brees is like all them top QBs do the same thing. And I think Drew Brees is probably, he's maintained better in his later years. Damn, these motherfuckers talking about Brady in the chat. Baton Rouge has great crime. Come down here. Toronto. Yeah, I've been to Toronto. Yeah, that's a city I probably could live in. I've never been to Montreal. I've been to Toronto. I forgot about Toronto. Toronto's pretty cool. Rio de Janeiro or Johannesburg. Come on, man. Y'all out here wilding, man. San Antonio was pretty cool. I don't know how it is now. They probably ran all the black folks out of San Antonio if there was any in the first place. When I was in the Air Force, like their basic training is all in Lackland, right outside in San Antonio, whatever. It's in San Antonio. But then my job training place was the same base, so I stayed there for like an extra 8 weeks, 8 weeks or something like that. I forget. So I was there for like, I don't know, that's 3 months or something like that. 3-4 months. Toronto's dangerous these days. Peyton made all his offensive teammates Pro Bowl and all pro players. Drew Brees hasn't accomplished that. I don't know. I thought Brees had one good. He made that tight end. Wait. Didn't Graham start there? I thought Jimmy Graham started it Or am I thinking of a different team he started with? I mean, he had some guys put up numbers, and the running back has been really good. I don't know who the Saints running back is. St. Louis is more dangerous than Rio de Janeiro. I don't know about that, man. Y'all pull up these stats, man, and I just don't know about that one. I don't know. I don't know about that, man. No, I don't know about any city in America comparable to some of the shit I see in Brazil, man. I don't know about that. Oh wow, man. But I don't know. I've never been to St. Louis, man. I don't know what the hell is in St. Louis, man. Camara was good. We're getting some good football talk in tonight. It was great. You know, like St. Louis. I know that the violence is out of hand, but if you stay away from where they're at, they just kill you. I mean, all the shootings are the same places, same people. Because they have more genuine chocolate faces, no makeup. I don't even know if that's true. Is that true? I don't know, man. And I think some of it must be stat padding, man. It's St. Louis. You know what? It's like I had made mention, I think, on a podcast. Listen to podcasts every Thursday at 8 on Hotep Jesus channel. Hotep's been told you. You know, if you listen to SoundCloud or iTunes, leave a review. Somebody asked about what rappers I listen, what music we listen to. I named, I think Rio, the young OG, was one of the people I listened to. Matter of fact, I did on iTunes. You can do. Oh no, let's just get up. Um, hold on, I got sidetracked. Yeah, on iTunes you can do what you listen to most during the year, and I had future weekend future Eminem, Rio the Young OG with 8 hours of listening time, and they're from Detroit, and it's a different world out in Detroit. You know, different scams and everything else. You know, some of the stuff that was going on, you know, around this way, maybe 10, 20 years ago, it's like first, it's finally hitting Detroit. You know what I mean? But, you know, St. Louis is probably all hemmed up too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. One thing black folks gotta learn how to do is move, man. Like, if the town ain't happening no more, it ain't no sustain, man. Walk your ass out of here and haul ass. Yeah, I don't know why Eminem was. Well, you know what? He released. I can tell you why. A lot of his joints made my workout playlist, and his new album, I played that intro song a lot, um, and I still listen to Welcome to Hell. Eminem got a decent catalog. He's not like I don't think him and DMX ever that battle ever made happen, but and if he had played his card right, he might be able to pull that off. He got some gems in his catalog. People just don't know it, don't want to admit it, or whatever. Brody, my wife's great grandma was from Brazil. I kind of wanted to go to Brazil, but I don't know if I'm gonna get there. I got a couple places I want to go, man. I want to go to the motherland. How do I listen to cringe while working out? Come on, Lemley. I want to go to the motherland. I guess one of these islands, these Caribbean islands, so I can holler at these island niggas. I was kind of mad I never visited Asia when I was in the Air Force. I was kind of disappointed. But when we first got our duties, like people were scared to death, like because if you go to Korea, that's like a 1-year join, but it was hot back then. It was like it could be fire, it could be a war at any moment. So you had to do all those. You had to do real live exercises and shit with chem suits and shit like that. And you don't want to do that. Them raggedy ass chem suits they had back in the 90s. No, you don't want to name parts of that shit. But my first base, I went to Germany. But people was going over to Korea. They said, "Oh, you can get a whole suit made for $1," and all this crazy shit. Man, it was like, wow. I gotta see Brazil at least once. No, Olivia, we are out of lockdown. I think the majority. I think everything's out of lockdown. But they opened. Like you can dine out in an outside dining area, but you can't go inside. It's just silly. The hairdressers and the barbershops aren't open yet, so women are still scrambling for their nails to get done. HRE Hotep, I'm here to tell you that Dominicans are more white than black genetically. Okay. So why don't you claim them, HRE? I'm not. If you were saying that to say, I never claimed Dominicans are black. And you've never heard me say that. I'm not one of those people that argue that are Dominicans black or not. They be blacker than me. They start talking that talk. I'm like, not black. I would never say that. I never understood black people that say that. A lot of, well, I kind of understand. I think sometimes the African Americans is, I guess if you come up from slavery, you try to claim on a lot of things that aren't yours, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely never considered Dominicans black, no matter what color shade they are. There's more to it than just skin color, you know what I'm saying? Obviously there's Indians darker than me. There's Dominicans darker than me. Yeah, of course they would be because, the white man taught the Dominicans this language, right? Spanish is a European language. Who taught them that? It just didn't you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. I wouldn't say they're black. I never said that. Yeah, that is also true. Not black don't make you white. That's just true. What you know what I say? I call them they're Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's so hard about saying it. I just call them Dominicans. I see a lot of people. It's usually African Americans try to force that on people. I'm like, you can't force blackness on people, man. They want to be black, they're not black. Not everybody is built to be black. You know what I'm saying? And people want, some people want to put that on people. I just call them Dominicans. it's a more of a nationalist identity than a racial one. I can understand that. Yeah, my girl wants to go to the Dominican Republic. I'm like, I mean, I heard it's cool. You know, they only rough up them Haitians and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe could I be mistaken for a Haitian? I'm not sure. But come on, Urban Explorer, man. You're messed up, man. Dominicans, culture overrules race. Mateus Rodriguez. You know, I'm more inclined to agree with that part. You know, because that's true. 80% of the LAPD is Latino. I don't know what to tell you in the California. First, I'd tell you all this is what African Americans got for not have stop having big families and believing in abortion. That's why your numbers didn't grow. If your numbers don't grow out in California, I mean, you're up shit's creek without a paddle. Then the next suggestion is not do dirt. You don't have to worry about the Latino police department if you're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to commit crime. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. In reality, it doesn't matter if all the cops are white, Japanese, yellow, whatever, from Mexico. Does it really matter? Don't get in the mix. Don't step off the porch. Now, I understand that if you get into some stuff, you want a fair shot. You want to be taken to the court. You don't want to be Greg Lloyded. You know what I'm saying? I understand it, and that's why I'm saying that's why I'm saying you have to do some better training there, and pick better police officers. But that shouldn't be the majority. You know what I'm saying? Lemley, what do you think is next? After World War III, the virus and the cops, the next event will have to be a massive spectacle. They want to keep the people's eyes blind. I don't know. Do they? Do they risk some election shenanigans with, like, you know how Bush and Al Gore was? Did they risk some stuff like that? Because if they do it this time, it would go really berserk. Because they would be trying to say Trump is trying to steal the nation. I would go something with the election. Aliens is always on the table. If they perfected their blue light project, blue beam, and you know the old good and faithful mass event shooting. Watch. I hope none of this stuff happens. Be clear. Be clear, YouTube. You know one thing. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and please hit that notification. I stream every Sunday at 8. Uncle Hotep Factor and one part of the best podcast on earth, Hotep's Been Told You, every Thursday at 8 on Hotep Jesus' channel. I will say, as far as they put a warning on my videos. Well, they don't let you monetize them. I don't know why. I could be talking about anything. A lot of people I've seen. Church Dog 42. He got banned. Oh, he got suspended. He was uploading a BitChute. Oh, let me talk about Black Lives Matter real quick. I forgot. We went on a weird football tangent. Black Lives Matter is back, and I'm pissed off. I'm upset. I'm disgusted. This group, which we had on the ropes, the Hoteps, put a fire on their ass, a foot up their ass, beat the brakes off them. Noter 007, thanks for a donation. Pistol whipped them. It was on the ropes. Sean King and D-Ray was arguing. Everybody saying Sean King stole money. Every time black man was dying, we was tired of being just spoken for when we was dying and dead in the streets. Everybody called out George Soros. The George Soros connection was early. And they lost momentum. You know, remember I told y'all the story. I signed up for an email for the Philadelphia Black Lives Matter chapter. They never called me back. They never sent an email back. Disgusting. I was going to infiltrate. I was like, I'm gonna attend a couple of these Black Lives Matter meetings, right? And I'm gonna make a video. They must have spotted me a mile away because they was like, "Oh hell no!" I'm like, because they want you to put your social media in the email. I think it said, and I knew it. I was like, man, if they look through my social media, they're gonna like, "Oh, this guy, he talking crazy, man." So I guess that's what they did. But you know what? They're connected though. But you know what I think? Like, because remember there was a time in Twitter, like somebody had a program that was allowed you to dox anybody on Twitter. You could find out what their email was, and then people were doxxed. I think they probably got something like that, man. I'm telling you. For real. They got something hooked up. Soros money go a long way. So yeah, they didn't let me in. But now the Black Lives Matter is back, man. Stronger than ever. I'm seeing this hashtag. I'm like, oh, come on, man. I thought we killed these jokers. You know, if a group is dependent on the death of black men to be sustainable, to be popular, and all this, we don't need it. It's crazy. Now we got. Listen, I went to. Follow me on Instagram, Uncle Hotep, by the way. I think I posted a video. It was raining Friday, right? And this is when we were going to. I don't know if I was going to the hotel or coming from it. Anyway, I live in a little small Pennsylvania town. Mateo knows where I'm at. And it was like, it was raining cats and dogs profusely. And they're on a corner, had up a sign. You go to my Instagram, you can see one of the pictures. You'll see it. It was a white woman. I don't know if she was a Karen or not. Middle aged. Black Lives Matter. There was like 12, 15 white folks saying Black Lives Matter. Now they did have a big a big rally, and there's some black folks out there. There's not many. There's not many out here. Um, the majority is white. So Black Lives Matter is bad. But I'm looking at like, I don't know, I said this on podcast. I hate to be taking takes, but I'm like, it just makes me like, man, come on, man. Like, now they're looking at us all. That poor black man. He had such a hard life. That poor black man. What can we do for him to make his life easier? Are they gonna rub my fucking feet? Like, I don't know, man. Has systematic racism played a part in my life? I don't know how you define systematic racism. I will say, um, there was a. Now this is just not me. I was saying I was a great football anything. I made all league honorable mention, but I was all right. Not to say I was played college anyway, but I do know we had this high school football coach, and he was coach for at least 20 years. One of them lifers, right? Now, recently, now the high school coaches try to hook up all the players to go whatever college they can get. Like, that makes them look good. Hey, I got this guy in college. I got this guy in college. I got this guy in college. The coach we had, he didn't help near soul get into any college. Now, he probably didn't do white or black. But they did try to help the white guys out. But the black guys, he never helped anybody get a scholarship or anything like that. He didn't do any of that. He was under the assumption you shouldn't get into college because of your athletics. You should be getting into college for your academic and solely your academic standing. Now, he did this for 20 years. Imagine how many lives that affected, people he could have helped out. 20 years. There's other things, you could say. But that's not like that's like that's a hurdle. You either can just stand there and look at it, or you can jump over it. I've had more issues, more effect on me, my personal life with my family life. I made that mention before, a lot of alcoholism, a lot of domestic violence, and things of that nature. That's probably had way more effect on me than quote unquote systematic racism or something like that. You know what I'm saying? John Lemley, thanks for a donation. Apparently, 2 million in direct donations to people actually affected isn't good enough if you don't donate and promote Black Lives Matter. Is that what Kanye did? Yeah, Kanye gave out I think Kanye gave out 2 million, right? They're mad at Kanye still? Yeah, so I'm just not saying that because that, plenty of people say, oh, he told us, like he said in his, like one of his football speeches, he was like, majority of my life I tried to overcome, looking at people different because of race. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand how old I am. You know what I'm saying? So how old he was. You know, so he told us himself. I don't know. I think, like I said, my life. And then there's another thing, you don't have anything to compare it to. Like, I'm not going to necessarily think a white person's life is easier because they're white. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about that. You know, that's unfair to say. And that's what they're basically assuming. You know what I'm saying? You got, and I don't understand how people are getting away with that. It's like, it's ignorant, it's rude, and all that. But now Black Lives Matter is back. We gotta take them down again. We have to take them down. We have to put a stop to it, or there's gonna be more dead black bodies, black men bodies in the street. Brody McFarland, is it okay to let your friend copy your ACT test to ensure he passes and gets his basketball scholarship from Billy at OU? You know, one day, this one brother, when I was in school, this one brother, he played ball, but he didn't. He was the height and everything. He could play ball, but you know, he was in the streets. They would go to school high and all that, did this, that, and third. Coaches, they'd be they was gunning for him, trying to get these jokers out of there. I think it was social studies, right? And it was a test. We had a test. This nigga was asleep going to test. I had finished my test. He was like, "Yo," he put me on the back. He's like, "Yo, let me get the test." I just showed him. He just, because I don't know, we had like a sub that day, right? So he copied my whole test, right? We go up. Now this guy doesn't pay attention in class. Hardly goes to class. So he copied my test and we handed it. Next day he do fucking. I get a fucking 93 and this guy gets a 96. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, that was crazy. Hey, I'm helping somebody get a full ride, man. You never know how that might work out, man. You know, I firmly believe, you know, the more you help people, the more you're going to get helped. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be weird. You leave a big tip and the next day you get like a raise at work or something like that. You know, I think you got to help people. You never know when, I believe in karma, I guess is a better term. You never know when you need that karma chip. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. I gotta get out of here. I've been on an hour and 12 minutes. D Rose didn't take it. Oh, I know. I heard D Rose talk, man. D Rose is. One thing I say, D Rose is not the brightest bulb in the tree, but you don't have to be successful in life. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of how do I say this? To be honest, I met a lot of smart people, a lot of dumb people. I would think that the dumb people. I don't want to say dumb. Not so in not that highly. I don't know. Not that highly intelligent or just average or I don't know. They seem like nicer people. You know what I mean? Than you know the smart ones to a man or a woman. Um, I don't think low IQ is a definition as of how you are as a person and how you are a good person. And another thing is, I've met some people that they might not be book smart or anything like that. Like how y'all judge, you know what I mean? They might not get a high IQ test, but there's street smarts, there's common sense. They can work with their hands. You know what I'm saying? There's more to it than like how y'all just view IQ and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's more than like that. like I said, I met a lot of jokers. Like when I was I used to be on help desk, service desk, and man, some of the people I had to help on computer stuff, man, was unreal. I'm like, come on, man. Like they be literally idiots, man. But some be nice, some be not so much. But it depends, man. It's I don't know. Life is strange. Just like this episode of Uncle Hotep Factor. It's been all over the place, but this is one I really I appreciate. I remember this one. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Thanks for everybody coming by. Thanks for people that donated. Brody McFarlane, Lamley, No Tour, 007. Krista Mana, thank you for coming sliding that last one in. Michelle Swain, thank you. Douglas Grimm, thank you. Lemley, thank you. Steve P, thank you. Chris Moss, thank you. Daniel Kalapi, thank you. Geth, thank you. Yogi Fish, thank you. Panda Panda, thank you. I'm not going to forget you, Panda Panda. Mary O'Donnell, thank you. Devil's Advocate, thank you. Chad, thank you. And Lemley again, thank you. And Devil's Advocate, thank you. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week. Thursday, another episode of Hope That's Been Told You. Hope to see y'all then. And I'm out of here. Have a good Friday. Later, Mateo. Peace.